Hello and welcome to this edition of Y-PAC CityCast. I'm Randy Beeler. The City of Yakima has filled two key leadership positions, Assistant City Manager and Director of Finance and Budget. Anna Cortez, who began her public service career in Mercer Island, Washington, and has worked in a variety of positions throughout her career, has been selected as Yakima's new Assistant City Manager. Her most recent job was as the Public Works Business Manager for the City of West Sacramento, California. Cortez will begin her tenure as Yakima's Assistant City Manager on December 1st. Danny Agsalog is the city's new Director of Budget and Finance. Agsalog has extensive finance experience in both the public and private sectors. His most recent position was as the Budget Director for the County of Maui, Hawaii. Agsalog's first day on the job in Yakima will be October 16th. The Assistant City Manager position has been vacant since 2012 due to budget constraints. The Director of Budget and Finance position has been unfilled since longtime city employee Cindy Epperson retired from it in February of this year. Efforts by a private sector fundraising committee to generate $9 million in donations for the proposed Yakima Central Plaza continue to move forward. The Yakima City Council heard an update on the committee's work at its October 3rd business meeting. City Economic Development Manager Sean Hawkins reported that as of the end of September, just over $6.1 million had been raised. The committee has until December 31st of this year to reach its $9 million goal. The total cost of the proposed plaza, which would be located on property between 2nd Street and 3rd Street, just north of Chestnut Avenue, and is currently being used for parking, is estimated to be $12 million. If the private sector committee meets its $9 million goal, the city would pay the remaining construction costs of the plaza. Efforts are underway to reduce potential flooding in the Yakima area, and new art is now filling downtown Yakima store windows. To tell you more, here's CityCast's John Fannin.
Thanks, Randy. Winter is just around the corner, and the City of Yakima is taking steps now to mitigate potential flooding next spring at Cowiche Creek and White Hollow Creek. While no government can guarantee flooding will never occur, City Manager Cliff Moore said the City of Yakima and its partners are working hard to mitigate possible issues arising from potentially hazardous weather. Public Works Director Scott Schaefer said the cooperative effort includes dredging underneath the bridge at Cowiche Creek. The idea is to build more capacity in the creek so it can handle a high water event. The city has already fortified a few places along the levee. Schaefer said the levee bordering Cowiche Creek is privately owned and maintained. As a result, Yakima has secured an easement from the owner, allowing city crews to inspect and maintain the levee. In addition, the city will be clearing accumulated vegetation from the top of the levee and within the creek itself. The city and Yakima County have been meeting to address the threat of future flooding, said Schaefer. The city is also working closely with the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, as well as the Washington State Department of Transportation. Flood mitigation efforts for White Hollow Creek include work south of Randall Park, near 48th Avenue. The city has already built a berm next to the dog park that will hopefully keep high water in the creek. Work is also planned this fall to clear 2 log jams within White Hollow Creek in the area of 80th Avenue. Empty storefronts in downtown Yakima have come alive again for the new installment of Windows Alive. The talents of local artists are on public display in storefront windows located along the north side of Yakima Avenue between 3rd Street and 4th Street. This latest Windows Alive exhibit kicked off on October 6th, and the art will be displayed through February 14th of 2018. The Yakima Arts Commission, an advisory group appointed by the Yakima City Council, developed the idea 4 years ago to harness the creativity of Central Washington artists. Yakima Arts Commission Chair Noel Moxley has called Windows Alive a wonderful program that continues to add to the vibrancy of downtown Yakima. Artists selected for this latest Windows Alive exhibit are Mike Heiler of Yakima, collaborators Del Mateo of Sela and Jane Faso of Natchez, Elena Nelson of Yakima, Sandy Craigie of Yakima, Josh Caffrey of Sela, and collaborators Leo Adams of the Yakima Nation and Jane Gooding of Yakima. Each received a $250 stipend. Additional information is available at windowsalive.com. And Randy, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, John. When we come back, Sean Davidow will share some tips about getting ready for the coming winter. You're watching Y-PAC's CityCast.
It's none of my business.
No more, I'm sure they'll work it out.
No more, it only happened once.
No more, he said he was sorry.
No more, why doesn't she just leave?
No more, not my problem.
No more, but he has such a bright future.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Even though it may seem like summer just came to a close, winter is not far away. Now is the time to get ready for it. To let you know how to prepare for the cold weather ahead, here's CityCast's Sean Davidow.
Thanks, Randy. As temperatures dip below freezing, there are a few things you might want to remember to help protect your property and help keep you and your family safe as the colors change in neighborhoods around Yakima. The first thing to think about always is safety. A good practice is to test your smoke alarms once a month. Replace the batteries at least 2 times a year, and replace any alarms that are over 10 years old. A quick way to remember when to replace your batteries is daylight savings time, when we set our clocks forward and back in the fall and spring each year. As temperatures drop in the fall, we see an increase in house fires due to dirty and poorly maintained fireplaces, heating systems, and portable heaters. Take time to replace filters, get the furnace serviced, and clear at least 2 feet away from baseboard heat, and clean and inspect fireplaces to prevent fires as you prepare to start them up for the first time since late spring. Also, consider covering or insulating the outside faucets, especially if they're connected to your home, and try to clear gutters to allow for water to drain properly to prevent ice dams that can also cause significant damage to your roof or other parts of your home. And for those with irrigation systems separate from residential water systems, be sure to blow out your pipes or have them blown out by a service. Finally, the Yakima Police Department wants to remind residents again this year not to leave cars running or unattended in driveways or on the street. It takes a small amount of time for your car to warm up, and it takes only a fraction of that time for a thief to steal it. Just a few things to keep in mind to help prepare and protect you and your home as the mercury dips, reminding us that winter is coming soon. And Randy, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you, too, for joining us for this edition of Y-PAC CityCast. To learn more about what's going on with the City Council, city programs and services, fun activities in our area, and more, check out one of the many options available to you. The city's website at yakimawa.gov is the home of lots of information, including videos, pictures, documents, and more. Like the official City of Yakima Facebook page and get links to a wide variety of information that will help you to understand what's going on in our community. And the official City of Yakima Twitter feed provides you with quick and easy to read headlines about the latest activities of the City of Yakima. Visit the City of Yakima website, find us on Facebook, or follow the city on Twitter. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Y-PAC CityCast. I'm Randy Beeler. Take care.
For more information on Y-PAC CityCast, call 575-6092.